Hello all of my little baby bunnies, and welcome to Let's Play the Moon Sliver. This is going to be a quick lunch episode, so just a bite-sized, hopefully, episode of this game. We probably won't finish it, because I think it said playtime should take about an hour, so I don't want to have an hour-long video. But let's go ahead and get into it and see what we can see. By the way, this is Karin with Karinabob Gaming. That's me. That's who you're talking to. Well, who's talking to you? You're probably not talking back. I'm talking to an empty room right now, so you know what? Let's just move on. We're playing the Moon Sliver. Let's do it. Yeah, intended to be completed in a single sitting. There's no save, so set it aside an hour. We'll see what happens. To test out the recording, I had to use 3 different recording softwares to find one that worked. None of them were working. So I've played through 3 minutes of the beginning here. Okay, so let's do it. So let's click on some stuff. Daniel was a quiet man who spent his life lost in the books of old, or lost in his own thoughts. He wondered where the barrels had come from, or who had put them here. Conserve your flashlight battery, recharge it at power outlets, explore freely, piece the story together. When night falls, enter the mountain. Okay? Isa was the oldest, and if not the wisest, certainly the most learned. She remembered when Josiah still lived, and she would sit on this crate and listen to his stories. Those memories, like many others, were bittersweet. Okay? Oh Lord. Okay, here we go. Ellie was a sullen and beautiful girl, the youngest of all of them, with a mind unfit for lofty thoughts. She had once come in here to see if there was any old firewood. Otherwise, she stayed in her cluttered house, where it was warm and familiar. I'm trying to just conserve my flashlight goodness. Abel loved Isa, and he loved Daniel and Ellie, but when his mind wasn't turned toward their well-being, it was filled with thoughts of bleak hopelessness. Sometimes he would rifle through the barrel. The promise of undiscovered trinkets raised his spirits, if only temporarily. Okay, I think that's everything in this room. Yesterday, 4 people lived on this island. Now, only 1 remains. So basically, from what I gathered when I bought this game, it's essentially just... It's story-driven, kind of open-ended. You're the one who's supposed to put together the story of what it is, and you just have to explore to do so. I think there are supposed to be some vague horror elements to it, but so far the feeling I've gotten is that it's sad. Oh, this one opened. I wonder why. Okay. Oh, it's a big room. That's why. What the hell? Okay, so... yeah, that charges my flashlight. Okay, in that case, let's go over to these ruins over here, I guess. Yeah, that's the house we came from. Okay. Anything special? They reached the ruins and strolled... oh, we've got stuff at the top and bottom. They reached the ruins and strolled leisurely through them, toward the shoreline. Isa could remember when the old buildings still stood here, filled with families. We're old, Isa, said Abel, and we're getting older. We've been getting older since we were born, said Isa. She was always smiling. Abel never smiled. I'm sorry, he said, and he cried because he often cried during these talks. For what, she said. For a lot of things. These conversations were not new. Long ago, Isa had learned to love Abel, despite and for his despondency. She hugged him as the wind tossed her long gray hair around. Anything else out here? I feel like I missed life, he said. Like it whizzed right by while I wasn't looking, and I'm watching it disappear into the horizon, stuck in this prison. Oh, come on, she said. Look out at the water. Isn't it beautiful? It's lonely, he said. Lonely and infinite. Wow. Yeah, he sounds like a mess. The night was wild and cold. The monstrous tracks leading from the hatch were brand new, but the wind quickly erased them. Oh, that's good. That's a good sign. Let me guess, I need to know a key. Yep, I need a code of some sort. Oh, what is this? There were no spiderwebs on the skeletal remains. The last of the spiders died years ago. Whoa. That paints a pretty bleak picture. Come back when night falls. Okay. I sort of wish I had a running option, but this is fine, I guess. Okay. Alright. Let's take a look at these buildings. What's this over here? A strange acidic smell emanated from the pipe. So notice, I think this is kind of like disturbing. When you point towards something that you're supposed to interact with, look at how like this blue tinge comes over the screen. It makes it very like sad looking. Okay. Issa kept a smile on her face, although she did not feel like smiling. She sat down beside the flashlight. What about Ellie? Has Ellie mentioned anything to you? She said. She didn't take it either, he said. Nor did I, and nor did Abel, she said. And yet, it's gone. Huh. Okay. Daniel, you're the last one I gave the key to, said Issa. Daniel stared at the mysterious control panels. He didn't meet her eyes. He never met anyone's eyes. I didn't take it, he said. Why would I take it? I'm the one that told you it was missing. Fresh air from an unseen crack in the corner cut through the room's stuffy musk. Wait, what? Is that something I can do anything about? The dry piles smelled faintly sour. The rusted junk cast shadows on the opposite wall. How do I know Abel didn't take it, he said. Or how do you know, rather? Because I trust him, she said. He's a dismal man, but he would never hurt any of us. Do you trust Ellie? Daniel didn't answer immediately. I trust all of you, he said, because that's how we have to live. And this is like a confusing setup. Stuff is constantly like showing up at the top and bottom. There's a quiet scurrying in the corner, a mouse or a rat. So the stuff up at the top seems to show up when I'm actually interacting with stuff. And the shit on the bottom is just location based. It seems like. I might be wrong, but that's the feeling, it's the impression I'm getting for the moment. I'm saying that she knows more than she's telling us, said Ellie. Huh. Ooh, there's a hammer. Can I crouch? Nope. Can I pick up any possible weapons? No, of course not. Why would I be able to do something like that? Wait, what is this? The wood was older than anyone could remember, and it had rotted and fused with the floor. Oh, gross. She keeps the chapel locked, and she's the only one with a key, said Ellie, leaning on the barrels and folding her arms. So you're saying she took it? He said. Took what? My problem is that she's a liar, said Ellie angrily, fiddling with the knobs on the machine as she paced around, and that I have to keep explaining this to you over and over again. You don't know her like I know her. Exactly. You're not an impartial judge, he said. What is going on in this tiny, isolated island? It's disturbing. What is this? Ah, why can't I pick up the weapons? Whoops. What's your problem with Issa? Daniel said, putting his book down. He was annoyed at being interrupted here, so this is probably Daniel's place. And Ellie showed up and annoyed the shit out of him. Okay. Over here, we appear to have some sort of cylindrical item. What's with you? The mysterious liquid had drained from the tank and into the water a long time ago. Huh. A moon sliver. Can't see the moon. Probably because it's not nighttime yet. I wonder if, like, nighttime shows up. This place was a forest once. These skeletons are all that remained. Issa could remember the glorious living trees. Barely. A damp tangle of trees and foliage, free to run wild and unkempt. Okay. This is very... This is very desolate, and I'm quite confused, because I don't know, I don't know what I'm... Oh. Oh, that's right. Did we read this already? Yeah, we did. The night was wild and cold. Monstrous tracks. Okay. And we looked at those ruins already. I think that's the house we came from. Okay. Can we get into this house? No. This is the house we came from. That's the big house. Maybe the one that's locked? Maybe this place, the key they're talking about, unlocks that place over there. Okay, let's head this way. It's very lonely and desolate and sad here. Oh, look. The water's been coming in. Huh. Alright, I guess we'll do this methodically. Ooh, there's like a trail in the middle of the mountain. Yeah, let's just do this in a circle. Oh, fire. There's still a fire burning. Okay. There's a key. Don't really know what that's for. Is this Issa's place then? I remember when the moon still shined, when each night was bathed in warm silver, and the shadows were mysterious and friendly, and the island was a place of joy. That was many years ago. Since it disappeared, this place has become cold and stark, plagued by an inexplicable sense of loss and despondency. Daniel and Ellie are young. They do not feel it. They don't remember what the world used to be like, but Abel and I do, and we are both filled with longing for intangible joys that it can no longer provide, for friends that do not exist, for feelings that cannot be reasonably felt. When I was younger, I smiled because I felt like smiling. Now that smile is a disguise. That's sad. It left? Is that... Since it disappeared. What's it? I'm very curious. She took the knife from the shelf. The blade was dull and rusty, but it was still pointed. She was not smiling. There's another key. What are these keys for? Oh. Issa didn't know what the object was, but she remembered her father tinkering with it in the workshop when she was a girl. The workshop and the adjoining home were now far underwater. She was not a young woman, but even now, seeing it brought her comfort. Abel came in. "How do I get into storage?" he asked. She shut and locked the box. "I've told you before," she said. "I forgot," he said. "I don't go there often. Press the first 3 until they click. Leave the 4th alone." Ooh, that's how I get into the place. That's how I get into the place. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna go back and then I'll come back to this. Yeah, there's like stuff in there that I can walk up through. Okay, I do want to see what's in here first. I think we're not going to do the whole hour. I don't think. But I wouldn't feel bad about doing like, there we go. I wouldn't feel bad about doing like, I don't know, 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. Okay, so let's charge this up because we don't know what's going to be down here. Oh, that's creepy. Ellie was uneasy. The darkness had never felt this menacing before. It seemed alive, watchful. Okay. Oh no, there's another one. The code was long forgotten. Nobody had been below in many years. Okay. Oof. It's like hazy dark. Okay. Go right. Ellie? Daniel's voice echoed around the tunnels. Silence. Ooh, this doesn't feel good. She couldn't explain the feeling. It was as though something was lurking around every corner, staying out of sight, staying ahead of her. Oh boy. Oh, this is very twisty-turny. Daniel heard soft, scratching footsteps behind him. He turned and shined his flashlight around the tunnel. Nothing. Gosh, it's like really hazy in here. Okay. At least there's a place to charge my flashlight. Okay. Is there anything special to look at in here? They've suddenly introduced music and it's very disconcerting. So I turned right and went through this big long thing. Now I'm in a room. I'm gonna keep going right. Just because it seems like the best option. If I can. I can't go right here, so we'll go left. Good God, this is terrifying. Hell? She'd never felt like this before. She knew these tunnels well. She had been down here hundreds of times, yet she was lost. Lost, confused, and afraid. Girl, I know that feel. I am also lost, confused, and afraid. None of these machines work. So there's nothing in this room. I don't see a place to charge my thing. Oh, this is gonna be really cool. Okay, so I turned right. I'm gonna go left now. It is a dead end. Great. Okay. Okay, so this is where I turned left instead of right. I should be able to charge here again. Okay, cool. This was my biggest junction. Ugh. Ugh. I'm not feeling tasty. He called again. Ellie, still no answer, but he heard the footsteps again. Ugh. Ugh. They're doing this to me. I'm gonna keep going right if I have the option. And then I'll just backtrack. It's the best way I have to be normal. Oh, that's bright. He didn't even have time to cry out as the shadow, at the shadow silhouetted in his flashlight beam, lunging towards him. So he's just gone. There's nothing down here I can take. Okay. So I have to turn back, and then I'll go left. Okay, so Daniel died. I don't know how. There's a monster, is my guess. It's getting very hard to see. Oh, God. Oh, that's a big room. This is a big ass. This is a big room, y'all. She felt its breath before she felt its claws, and then she was gone. God. Okay. I don't think that was actually something that was happening to me. I think that just happened to her. Okay. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I can do. I'm gonna go back. I'd really like to recharge my flashlight, and I'm very terrified. It sounds like, based off of the fact that there were footprints outside. Gosh, I can hardly see. No, don't do this to me, flashlight. Based off the fact that there were footprints outside. Oh, shit. This way. Still no answer, but yeah, this is the right direction. Good. Oh my god. Then I think the monster escaped, so I think I'm safe. I do technically think I'm safe. I'm just not comfortable. There was one other direction I could have gone. Back here. This way. This way, I think. I don't know if it'll actually take me anywhere important. Because we've already found where Ellie and Daniel both disappeared. It's a dead end. Okay. Just machines. Nothing of importance. Nothing of import. Oh, good lord, you guys. I am perhaps a smidge tense. Oh, good lord. Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. Because that's kind of all we have. So, yeah, something got out. And, whoops, nope, I meant to do that. So something got out, which may have killed everyone. Is it already night? Oh, shit. There's actual music now. Okay, hang on, I do want to explore these houses. Like, give me a hot second, alright? Whoa. This person was into candles. They could make more candles. They couldn't make more wood, so Abel burned candles. It's clever. There's an evil man on this island, and I know him well. We played together as youths. We have cried together. We have eaten together. We have loved the same women, betrayed the same women. He is my constant companion and my worst enemy. He puppets my arms, legs, and mouth to his own selfish ends, and secretly hurts everyone I love as I watch, helpless, with their unshed, unfelt blood on my hands. He gifts my flesh with indescribable pleasures, and blights my soul with unutterable despair. His name is sin, and we are irrevocably bound together. Surely there exists no hell worse than this. Wait, whose room is this? Abel. This is why he's so sad, is my guess. He's living with constant guilt. Oh. He watched Ellie put her clothes back on, his eyes unfocused, not really seeing her. She didn't say anything. Her lips were pursed in that eternal, ignorant scowl. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Wasn't Abel the older guy? Ellie was young. I don't know if... this was a consensual situation. He got up from the bed and opened his box. He used to believe that one day he could plant the last few seeds and they would be able to grow food again, but now he knew that the ground was poison. Issa had given the seeds to him for safekeeping. Issa loved him. Issa trusted him. His eyes filled with tears, but he didn't let Ellie see. I'm supposed to meet Issa for a walk, he said. She didn't answer. She just left. Okay, that's disconcerting. Abel read to escape. Daniel read to feed his lofty, strange thoughts. Issa read to pass the time. But Ellie, as far as Abel knew, she hadn't opened a book in years. What did she do all day? He didn't know. Sometimes he worried about her. He worried about all of them. Were they as melancholy as he was? Ooh, this is heavy. What childlike emptiness I feel to find the most peaceful solace in fantasy. To find in masquerades a truth more vivid than reality. What sort of twisted villains were the ancient writers? To taunt us with unreachable worlds more beautiful than our own. We have enough stored food to live long lives. When our wood runs out, we will be cold, but only so cold as to be uncomfortable. The water is rising, but it will be many years before it reaches our homes. Technically, we survive, but to what end? This island is all the world we know, and it is nothing but the broken pieces of a fairy tale. Oh dear. Oh dear, it is quite dark. The door's been rusted shut, it would never open. Okay. Ellie was laying in bed. Daniel came in. She scowled at him suspiciously and beautifully. What were you and Issa doing in the old power building? What were you talking about? Ah! I can't, like, get around these at all. What were you and Abel doing at his house yesterday while I was climbing the mountain? He answered. Casually flipping through the book on her table, it was covered in dust. This doesn't seem good. Okay, I can't jump over any of this stuff. Okay. Alright, one more house. Here. Abel often visited Daniel. He loved to talk and Daniel loved to listen. Issa and I were out for a walk, said Abel as he entered. I thought I'd stop by before you got caught up in a book. Daniel put his book down. Hello, he said. His expression confused Daniel. Abel, rather. Daniel stared at the pile of wood. He hadn't burned wood for months. Let's talk about Ellie instead. Abel was silent for a moment. What about Ellie, he said. Daniel didn't need to answer. Abel swallowed. All right, let's talk about Ellie. Okay, yeah. That's where the... Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. I think it's safe to say that it's night. Oh god. It is very dark. Oh no. Is this the house I came from? Yes, it is. Hang on. Let me charge my fucking battery, please. Is there nowhere to charge my damn battery? Ah! Oh god, I can't see anything! Ah! Can I make it into this place yet? Wasn't there... Did I pick up a key? I did pick up a key. Whoa. Okay. Daniel was still thinking about his talk with Abel the day before as he absent-mindedly picked the book up. Something caught his eye, or rather the lack of something. The Moon Sliver was gone. He stared at the empty dais for some time, struggling to comprehend the simple, shocking fact. Had someone moved it? Issa, perhaps? She was the only one with the key to the Chapel of Infinite Light, but Ellie or Abel could have borrowed it from her, as he had done, or taken it. Regardless, he had to tell the others. Moon Sliver. The hell is that? The word of Hector 4. Again, the moon came to Hector in a dream. The woodland teeth is vanquished, rather, it said. Your people are safer now, but it still waits, lurking in depths. In the depths, it fears the Moon Sliver, and it will not dare appear again while the holy document remains in your possession. But know this, should the Moon Sliver ever be destroyed, even my divine light will not be able to save you from the wrath of the woodland teeth and the darkness of hell. Keep it safe, keep it ready, and may you live in prosperity in this island that I have given you. Let your prosperity be a sign that the words I speak are true. Damn it, I don't have anywhere to charge my flashlight and I don't remember which houses have an outlet. Okay. Ah. Okay. Alright, I think I might die. Okay. I think, you know what, let's pause it. Because I can't fathom making it anywhere with how dark it is and the fact that I don't have any lights. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it. This is actually a really interesting story. I am really curious to know how it ends. So I'm gonna finish it up on my own. If you guys are interested, I think I got it on a Steam summer sale. It was super cheap, like less than $2 cheap. So go check it out if you want to figure out the ending yourself. But I appreciate you guys joining me for this confusing and weird adventure. As always, it's much appreciated. Make sure to check out my Facebook and Twitter, and like, comment, subscribe if you want to do any of those things. And I'll see you guys in the next video for, anywhere. Okay, cool. Bye!